What up? Welcome to my 1 to 99 fletching video. In this video I'm going to be showing you two methods of getting 99 fletching. The first method is how I got it, and the second method is well, it's not slightly faster, it's a lot faster, but it does cost more money. So yeah, let's jump into it. Alright, so from levels 1 to 5 you want to make these things, which are just regular arrow shafts. To do this you're going to need 78 regular logs, which you can just buy from the Grand Exchange. Should cost you around 30k, or you could just cut them. It won't take that long at all because it's only 78 logs. To fletch them, when you do have the logs, you want to left click and click craft, select the knife that pops up and then click arrow shaft and fletch. It won't take that long, should maybe about 150 seconds in total. You only need 338 XP, so yeah, it's not going to take you long to get to level 5. And when you fletch them all, selling them back on the Grand Exchange at this point in time makes you about a 5k profit. Bear in mind that every price that I give you in this video is going to be relevant to the time period that I'm recording it in, because obviously I can't tell you the future prices because we're not in the future. Yeah, I'm rambling. Alright, so from levels 5 to 10 you're going to want to fletch these things, which is unstrung short bows. To do this you're going to need regular logs. In total, from levels 5 to 10 you need 766 experience, which means you need 154 regular logs. Crafting all 154 of them should take about 6 minutes. If you want to buy the logs from the Grand Exchange at this moment in time, it will cost you about 60k, and when you go to sell the short bows back, to be honest, you're probably going to lose about 55k to maybe even all of it, because these things just aren't really worth anything. If you want to cut the logs to save yourself 60k, yeah, go ahead. It doesn't take that long because yeah, it's only 154 logs you need. So yeah, 6 minutes later you should have level 10. Alright, so from level 10 to 20 you're going to want to switch to shield bows. Now to do this, just get some regular logs. In total you'll need 332, granting 3316 XP, and to fletch all 332 should take about 12 minutes. If you buy the logs yourself, it will cost you at this moment in time about 130k, and when you come to sell the shield bows, it's probably going to you're probably going to lose about 125 to 130k. So again, it is just losing money at the minute, but it's worth it if you want that fletch cape. Alternatively, like with every method so far, you can just cut the logs yourself, but that is obviously going to take some more time. So yeah, from levels 10 to 20, 332 logs to craft 332 shield bows, and yeah, taking 12 minutes. So see you when you're level 20. Alright, from level 20 to 25 you want to make oak short bows. You're going to need 210 oak logs. Again, just buying from the Grand Exchange. It'll cost you around 47k, or you could chop them yourself, but that will take time. When you come to sell back the short bows, you're probably going to lose about 44k, so again, it is just pure loss at the moment. You're going to need 210 of them, like I said, granting 3,372 XP. Should take about 7 minutes to craft. So again, fletch, knife, oak, short bow, fletch, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, from level 20 to 25 should take about 7 minutes. Alright, so from level 25 to 35 you're going to want to make oak shield bows. To do this you'll need 583 oak logs, similar to these in my invent. They will grant you 14,564 XP. Total fletching time for these logs will take about 21 minutes. If you want to buy them from the Grand Exchange, it'll cost you about 130k at this moment in time, and when you come to sell back the shield bows, you'll probably lose about 120k of that. Alternatively, you could just cut the logs yourself, but yeah, that will take more time. So 21 minutes later you should have 35 fletching. Alright, so from 35 to 40 fletching you will need 445 willow logs to craft 445 willow short bows, which are these things here. It should take you about 16 minutes, granting you 14,818 XP. If you want to buy the logs from the Grand Exchange at this moment in time, it'll cost you about 8k, and when you come to sell them back you should get about 14k back, so that's like 6k profits, which isn't too bad. So yeah, 16 minutes later, after crafting 445 willow short bows, you should have 40 fletching. And from 40 to 50 you want to move on to willow shield balls. So it's the same logs, willow logs, but this time you're going to need to craft 1,545 willow shield balls. That will grant you about 64,109 XP. Should take you about 55 minutes, so this is so far the longest period, but it's also obviously the longest amount of the most amount of XP you need. If you want to buy the 1.5k logs that you need from the Grand Exchange at this moment in time, it'll cost you about 27k, and when you come to sell the shield balls back, you'll actually make about 43k profit. So yeah, that's not too bad. And yeah, 55 minutes later you should have 50 fletching. From levels 50 to 55 you want to move on to maple logs to craft maple sharp bows. You'll need 1,307 maple logs, which are these things here, granting you 65,303 experience. To craft all those logs it will take you about 47 minutes, so it's quicker than 40 to 50 was. It will actually cost you right now to buy these logs. It will cost you 75k to buy them. No, sorry, it'll cost you 41k to buy them, and when you come to sell them back, you'll make a profit of 33k. So again, that's not too bad. Maple log fletching is a lot of profit in the long run. So yeah, there's definitely an idea to stick to doing maples. 47 minutes later you will find yourself with 55 fletching. From 55 fletching to 65 fletching you want to move up to maple shield balls. You'll need 4,851 maple logs, granting you 282,792 XP, sorry. This should take you about 2 hours 53 minutes to fletch all of them. If you want to buy the logs at the GE at this moment in time, the 4.8k of logs you will need will cost you about 155k, and when you come to sell them back you'll make almost 300k just pure profit. On that note, it is well, I personally would suggest, if you don't have that much money and you don't mind spending the time, I would just stick from 55 to 99 just doing this method. It does get boring, it will take you approximately 101 hours if I've done my maths correctly, but you can imagine the money you will make. I can't say for certain because obviously the price is constantly changing, but right now, just as a random estimate, I would say you would make at least 10 mil profit. That's probably way off, it's probably like triple that, but that's just an estimate for you. So it is an idea to stick from 55 to 99 just doing this one method. Alternatively, if you do decide to stop at 65 and do something else, this is what you could do. If you do decide to move on from maple shield bows at level 65, you could make yew short bows all the way to level 70. To do this you'll need yew logs, which you can buy from the Grand Exchange. You'll need 4,270 of them, which will grant you 288,199 XP and take you a total amount of time of 2 hours and 33 minutes to fletch. If you do buy the logs, it'll cost you 2.2 mil at this moment in time, and when you come to sell them back you will lose a mil profit, well, a mil GP, so this is a loss of money, and it is a lot of loss. But it is faster than doing maples. I'm not sure how much faster, but in fact I think it's like double the speed, but of course it will cost you more money. So 2 hours and 33 minutes later you should have level 70 fletching. From level 70 to 80 you want to move on to yew shield bows. You will need yew logs again. To be exact, you'll need 16,646 yew logs, granting a total amount of XP of 1,248,441. It'll take you 9 hours 55 minutes to get from 70 to 80 using this method. If you buy the logs yourself, it'll cost you about 8.6 mil at this moment in time, and when you come to sell them back you will lose about 5.3 mil. So again, personally, unless you have a lot of money, I don't suggest this method. I suggest sticking from 55 to 99 using maple shield bows, purely because it's not actually that slow and it's a lot of profit. But if you don't want to put the time in and you do have the money to spend, this is a good method. From 70 to 80. From level 80 to 85, I suggest doing magic short bows. You'll need 15,286 magic logs to make these, which grant you a total amount of XP of 1,272,526. It'll take you about 9 hours and 6 minutes to do this. At the moment, if you were to buy all these logs yourself, it will cost you about 19.5 mil, and when you come to sell the short balls back, you'll actually lose about 6 mil. So it is a big loss, but again, if you have the money to spend, this is a good method, and yeah, it will cut down your time a lot. From levels 85 to 90, you want to move on to magic shield bows. Again, just magic logs. You'll need to fletch 22,817 of these, which will grant you a total amount of experience of 2,087,738. It'll take you about 13 hours 35 minutes to fletch all of those logs. If you buy the logs yourself at this moment in time, it'll cost you about 29 mil. And when you come to sell the shield balls back, you'll actually lose about 7.5 to 7.6 mil. So yeah, again, a lot of loss, but it saves you a lot of time too. From levels 90 to 95, you want to make elder short bows. You can make these by crafting elder logs. You need 33,847 logs, granting you a total amount of experience of 3,425,226 from 90 to 95. This will take you about 20 hours and 9 minutes, and if you buy the logs instead of cutting them yourself, it will cost you about 145 mil at this moment in time, and when you come to sell the short balls back, you will actually lose about 11 mil. So it is a lot of profit, a lot of loss, sorry, but it's also very time saving at this level. And finally, at level 95 to 99, you want to make elder shield bows. To do this, again, you need elder logs. You'll need 36,749 in total, which grants you a total amount of experience of 4,262,873. Sorry. This will take you about 21 hours 53 minutes. And if you buy the logs yourself, it will cost you about 156.7 mil at this moment in time. And when you come to sell the shield balls back after you've finished fletching them, you'll actually lose about 24 mil. So yeah, like pretty much every method since maple shield balls, it's just a lot of loss, but it's time saving. So it's up to you really. If you want to spend the money to save yourself some time, then go ahead. But personally, I would stick from 55 to 99 doing maple shield balls. Alright, so one final method you could consider doing, and I mean you have to be really rich for this, is making broad arrows from level 52 to 99. To do this, firstly you will need to buy the ability to make broad arrows from any Slayer Master. It will cost you 300 Slayer points. When you do that, you'll also need to buy 860,719 broad arrow heads and headless arrows from the Grand Exchange, and making these broad arrows will grant you a total amount of XP of 12,910,771. From 52 to 99, doing this method will only take you 19 hours. So that is ridiculously fast. But on the other hand, it is a complete loss. You can't sell broad arrows, and it'll also cost you about 129 mil. So yeah, 129 mil for 99 fletching. To be honest, fletching isn't really that useful of a skill too. Yeah, to spend 129, 130 mil on it, it is a lot, but you can get it in like 2 days, so that's also an option to consider if you do have a lot of money. To make them, simply buy the broad arrowheads, the headless arrows, and use them on each other, and that's it. It's ridiculously fast, but ridiculously expensive. So yeah, that's just one final thing to consider doing if you do have the 130 mil it'll cost you. And when you do get 99 fletching, like this baby here, that was gay, I'll never use that term again. Teleport to Catherby and just this lordstone so you can see how close the guy is. You can get the 99 fletching kite from this dude for obviously 99k. I'm not going to buy another one because I do have about 3 in the bank. But yeah, there's where you get your 99 fletching kit when you do finally hit it. This has been my first RuneScape guide, so I really don't know if it's been any good or if it was shite. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if it was helpful or if it was bad, and maybe offer me some advice on how I could improve for the future, because this is pretty much just the content I'm going to be uploading on this channel. But yeah, if you liked it, hit that subscribe button of course, and hit the like button, and yeah, peace.